Do we have another speaker? Member for Namatjira.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And, Madam Speaker, I rise to contribute to the debate and support the Criminal Code Amendment Bill 2024. And we know that the purpose of this bill, Madam Speaker, is to lower the minimum age of criminal responsibility from 12 to 10 years old and to introduce 2 new criminal offences of ram raiding and posting and boasting. All 3 amendments make changes to the Criminal Code Act 1983, and these amendments form part of the Northern Territory Government's key 2024 election commitments to make immediate changes to reduce crime and improve community safety in all of our communities. Madam Speaker, we know that there is currently no specific ram raiding offence in the Northern Territory. And we heard the Leader of the Opposition speak of offenders being generally charged under a combination of property, theft or burglary offences in the Criminal Code. But due to the increases in offences of this type, the need to introduce a specific offence category is well and truly warranted, Madam Speaker. The Northern Territory will be the first jurisdiction in Australia to introduce a specific ram raiding offence. And, Madam Speaker, it's intended that by creating this specific standalone property offence of ram raiding, misconduct will be more clearly captured and target instances where a person driving a motor vehicle who intentionally uses it to cause damage to property or other people are captured. The Deputy Chief Minister outlines some examples of property which may include a police or personal vehicle or a boat or any building, house, business or any other real or personal property such as fences, roller doors, bollards, etc. Ram raiding offending, particularly against our hard-working Territorians, is a key issue affecting public security and well-being at commercial and local businesses right across the Northern Territory. And, Madam Speaker, the new offence will apply to the driver of the motor vehicle and, as explained by the Deputy Chief Minister in his second reading, outlined existing common purpose and joint commission laws that mean that accomplices can also be charged where police find it appropriate. I can clearly explain, Madam Speaker, why this legislative and law reform is needed, particularly in my own community in Central Australia. And how many businesses, Madam Speaker, in Central Australia have been subject to ram raids over the last 12 months. And it's hard to tell and get the actual numbers because it is captured as a property offence or criminal damage. And I can only speak of those that I actually know of. And this list is certainly not exhaustive, Madam Speaker. We know of Milner Road Supermarket. How many times have they had a car smashed through the wall of their building? The Flynn Drive Supermarket has had the same thing happen on numerous occasions. Desert Dwellers, which the member for Breitling spoke of, had a car driven through their front door. And this is a young couple embarking on a business venture, and the cost and the personal cost to those people is immeasurable. The bakery in Alice Springs, people smashing through the front door of the bakery to steal a few cans of drink. The cost to that business to replace the front windows and all the damage again is immeasurable just for the sake of a couple of cans of soft drink. Smart Off-Road Mechanical in Brown Street. Here's a mechanical workshop, a car driven through the front door of their workshop, again just to steal some stuff out of their fridge. Andrew Patterson Crash Repairs, ram raided with no theft or anything else occurring. It was just plain criminal damage. The Saturday Shopping Centre has been hit numerous times. The Todd Tavern Bottle Shop, again, ram raided. And there are probably a number of premises that I've missed, Madam Speaker, in this contribution. These businesses, of course, now sport the latest in ram raid prevention that is popping up all over Central Australia. And those are the large and ugly concrete blocks to stop vehicles smashing their way into their business premises. And people who land in Alice Springs at our airport also now see the same. Within the last few years, to combat the possibility of ram raids through the front of the airport, we now have large rocks dotting the footpath outside the airport to protect it. That's how bad it has gotten in Central Australia, Madam Speaker, and I know that you understand it, being from there yourself. And at what cost? And the cost to business, the loss of trading, the theft and the damage to the building are immeasurable. This is why we're seeing a lack of business confidence in Central Australia and certainly across the territory in some ways. It's very, very difficult to start a small business if you're going to sell products that may be of value to other people, and then you have to turn your business into a fortress. And that is just to stop vehicles smashing through your front doors to steal the products that you have on offer. And not only then do you lose the products through that theft, but then you have to come up with a cost most of the time of the repairs to the building, the days of lost trading, and then that personal cost of just that mental issue of having to be able to get up the next day, open your business, or wait for that possible phone call during the night to say that you have been hit again. But Madam Speaker, this is not a scourge just about Central Australia. It's happening in Barkly, it's happening in Katherine, in Darwin and Palmerston, and they're suffering as bad as the rest of us. But what is more worrying now, Madam Speaker, is the way that young people are targeting our hard-working police and security staff, actively targeting them, Madam Speaker, putting themselves, those on duty who are there to protect us and protect our property, and the public in extreme danger. And this is why we're introducing this all-important legislative change.
Member for Namatjira, it's now 12 o'clock. Do you have much more of your speech to go?
I have a lot more, Madam Speaker,
Okay.
and I'm happy to come back later.
We will, the Assembly stands suspended until 2 p.m. We look forward to you completing your speech at 3 o'clock.